Hi YouTube, this is kristenmoonrise. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the annular solar eclipse in Libra upcoming on Saturday, October 14th. So there are a lot of visuals that I have in this video plus the meditation at the end, so it's just easier to go on audio this go round. So let's just get right into it. According to NASA, so astronomically speaking, an annular solar eclipse happens when the moon passes between the sun and the earth, but when the moon is at or near its farthest point from the earth. Because the moon is farther away from earth, it appears smaller than the sun and does not completely cover the sun. So as a result, the moon appears as a dark disk on top of a larger, brighter disk, creating what looks like a ring around the moon. And astrology tells us eclipses are more defined as a new or full moon passing within 18 degrees of the lunar nodes and indicates turmoil or upset, especially where on the earth the eclipse is visible. All right, so I've got this image here of the upcoming solar eclipses. There are solar and lunar eclipses, but the eclipse that is happening on Saturday, October 14th is one of the solar eclipses, marked by this orange-yellow path going from Oregon down through Texas. The next upcoming solar eclipse won't be until April of 2024, next spring, so we'll cross that bridge when we get there, but that one here is marked by this purple path going from Maine down through Texas. So this solar eclipse this month is the 2023 path of annularity. So along a path that's about 125 miles wide, the sun will appear as a ring of fire in the sky. Annularity lasts up to 5 minutes depending on the viewer's location within this path. It's quite a fast-moving eclipse. So outside of the area and so parallel to these paths, both above and below, viewers will see a partial solar eclipse, but only along this path will they be able to see it in full. So let me know if you live in this path or if you plan to see it. I live in Houston, so Texas is a pretty wide scope for this particular eclipse, so I could go to San Antonio or even Corpus Christi, somewhere in between. But yeah, definitely let me know if you're planning on seeing this solar eclipse or if you just plan to see maybe the partial solar eclipse where you live. So again, this eclipse is in Libra. So Libra is a masculine air and cardinal sign. The energies are that it's artistic, easygoing, peaceable, beautiful and harmonious, diplomatic and social. And the shadow side of Libra is being indecisive, self-indulgent, dependent, unserious, and changeable. The parts of the body that Libra rules are the lower back, kidneys, and buttocks. So again, as we're going through these new moons, we go through the body. So again, Aries as the head, Taurus as the neck and throat, Gemini as the hands, arms, shoulders, and lungs, Cancer, the breast and stomach, Leo, the heart, back, and spine, Virgo, the nervous system and intestines, and again, Libra with the lower back, kidneys, and buttocks. The key word of Libra is I balance, and Libra is the peaceable, shape-shifting, social, and dependent of all the signs. So I've got the chart pulled up here, and so I'm going to use Corpus Christi, Texas as a city, as it's one of the cities along the path of the eclipse, and it's about 3 hours southwest of Houston. So I've got two charts here. One, the inner wheel, for when the eclipse is crossing over the city of Corpus Christi right at noon Central Daylight Time. And so you see there's a slight variation in the degrees between the sun and the moon. And the outer wheel, the other, is for when the new moon in Libra is actually occurring just under an hour later at 12:54 p.m. Central Daylight Time. So we see here that the moon and sun is exactly conjunct at 21 degrees and 7 minutes of Libra. And we also see the South Node here conjunct at 25 degrees in 1 minute of Libra, which makes this an eclipse. So the energies here represent the intellect, more head versus heart-driven approaches. Typically, we think of Libra as a bit more dreamy or emotional or heart-driven, but not so much now. This new eclipse moon brings new and powerful changes and starts. So it's also a cardinal moon, so it's about being bold. Libra, since this is Libra energy, this is Libra, this applies to any romantic or business or any type of partnership cycles that you may be beginning right now. We saw a lot of breakups during the summer Venus retrograde, so perhaps this is a new start for you. So because this is conjunct with the South Node, don't allow your past to hold you back or dictate too much what you're initiating. And all of this also is happening in the 10th house of career and public standing. So also in your career, be mindful of what your clients and colleagues actually want and deliver that to them. This is a sense, I definitely sense strong Aries polarity here in this Libra new moon. And so we're still feeling those energies of the Aries supermoon that we just had. So definitely check out my last video on that. It's definitely hints, or not hints, it talks about leadership. So you've got full permission to charge forward, even if you're considered pushy, ruthless, or greedy for success. So I would say think being strategic and operating with surgical precision when it comes to the decisions you are making with your romantic or business partnerships of any kind. And so there are two tarot cards that I thought of that fit well here. It is the Queen and King of Swords. Swords represents air, and Libra is an air sign. So this is requiring, they are both the King and Queen, I'm kind of just combining them both together here. You need to see the situation or new endeavor for what it truly is and not what you want it to be. You definitely approach this with understanding, but leaving your emotions out of it. This is representing sharp decision making, unflinching perception in the situation. But remember that truth, ethics, and honesty are front and center here. Don't forget that when you are making decisions here. So step into your inner leader, your inner king and or queen. Show up fully to execute your plan, fully expecting it to work out. Show up not just knowing your worth, but embodied in it. There's just no other way to be. So definitely get bored with people in situations that are disempowered and disempowering. Definitely, as soon as they try to come at you with anything, deplete their energy, make them weak when they try to come at you, and transform that energy, transmute that energy so that you can grow even bigger and larger. That's something kind of going off script here, but that's something that, you disable your enemies. Like you just kind of disband them. They may come towards you to try to humble you or try to change your mind about something or try to make you look bad in front of other people. And whatever it may be, you may, let them know whatever you need to let them know. Deplete their energy. Don't give them any power back, and use that energy that they're putting towards you to your benefit. So whenever they come towards you with any of that silliness, you use it to your benefit and you grow bigger and bigger and bigger so that they just get smaller and smaller and eventually they will just disappear. Before we get into the meditation, I wanted to mention my offerings. If you like my videos, please consider checking out my mindset and confidence courses. I help you identify and overcome your blocks and step into that new next level version of yourself. You can find the link to my self-study courses in the description box below. And if you're actually interested in working with me one-on-one on mindset and confidence, or even your natal chart, you can send me an email and we can schedule something. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. And now to the meditation. We'll use the energies of ancient Egyptian god Shu god of air, to help us with embodying more clarity. Shu is masculine, representing the intellect, clarity, independence, visions, and optimism. So we'll ask Shu to help us embody these energies as well as remove all forms of imbalance, disrespect, overjudgment, and hallucinations. So in this meditation, there's 3 concepts that I'll suggest here that you can journal on, reflect upon, and they'll be listed in the description box. So here they are. How can you sharpen your decision making to ensure success? How can you approach this new partnership, whether it be romantic, platonic, business, etc., with unflinching perception? And how can you improve your career and public standing?